Dragon Ball Super Broly is a 2018 film directed by Tatsuya Nagamine. And as the title of this video implies, I went into this movie with the absolute bare minimum of Dragon Ball knowledge. A group of friends and I were going to see Into the Spider-Verse, and we saw the little Broly flyers at the ticket booth, and we were like, wow, this weeb stuff is going to be in theaters? Let's go watch it! And so we did. And it was, for me personally, absolutely great. Especially since I wasn't really expecting much at all. Dragon Ball had never appealed to me as a kiddo, I thought the art style was weird, and I'm a little too young to have grown up with it, but Dragon Ball Super Broly had me absolutely enthralled. I think the main thing I enjoyed and was surprised about with this movie was how accessible it was. Like I said, I knew nothing about Dragon Ball going in, and yet the movie sort of set a lot of things up through Broly's backstory, like who Kakarot is, how there's the planet Vegeta and Vegeta's dad Vegeta, and that the Saiyans are like an alien race instead of just glowy blonde people or something. Which is, of course, very basic knowledge, but basic knowledge that one who does not know Dragon Ball would not have. And so the beginning gives you a really nice cushion for what's to come. Although a lot of things aren't spelled out for you, that's mostly because this clearly isn't supposed to be a standalone movie. Dragon Ball Super Broly is geared towards people who like Dragon Ball Super. Surprise, surprise. It's not like the appeal is lowered for someone who isn't familiar with the series, though. Like, I still found Beerus and Whis really charming despite not knowing who the hell they were. And Frieza. Whew, Frieza. Damn. Frieza gave me whiplash or whatever. Other things that stuck out for me in the movie were the animation and the soundtrack. The animation especially was an absolute treat to see on such a large screen, and I thought that it was really fluid and pretty for its style. And the fighting was just amazing. There's a scene where the camera shifts to Broly's perspective while he's fighting Vegeta that was absolutely enthralling to watch. Some CGI is used for a little bit of it, but that didn't totally take away from the fluidity and how pleasing it was to the eye. I feel like the most important thing was that you knew exactly what was going on, and with that in mind, it was all superb. The fighting did drag on for a long time, but I feel like that's kind of Dragon Ball's thing. And honestly, the fact that they can even pull off dragging a fight on for that long is pretty impressive in its own right. And the soundtrack was just really fun. I'm not really a musically inclined person, so I don't have much to say about it, but that one Gogeta track, where they're chanting Gogeta in the background, could listen to that shit on repeat. Hot. The writing was also really funny. I was super surprised at how awful Frieza was while also being probably the most amusing character in the movie. And once again, Broly's backstory really added a lot. It was simple, but it did its job and it made a lot of sense in terms of his character, and I could honestly feel for him as the movie went on. But, despite all of this praise coming from a non-Dragon Ball fan, I think there are some biases I should acknowledge. For instance, I'm a big JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan, so I already enjoy people beating the shit out of each other for multiple pages or episodes. I saw this movie with two friends, one who liked Dragon Ball and one who also didn't know anything about it. And the latter said that she kinda hated that about 1/3 of the movie was the buff guys beating the shit out of each other. But I feel like if you enjoy shonen stuff, and or if you appreciate animated films, that you'd enjoy Dragon Ball Super Broly, whether or not you're a Dragon Ball fan or up to date with the series. If you don't, well, that's a different story, but trying it out might be a fun experience, you know? And hey, maybe you'll like it so much that you'll start to religiously binge watch the series whenever you have free time. Like me. Oh god. Hey there, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. I am very honored that you managed to do that. I know this is kind of a jump from what I usually post on this channel, but I thought it might be fun to kind of post some actual content for once instead of like a mediocre song cover or some sort of weird shitpost. Anyways, thank you once again for watching, and maybe I'll do more shit like this sometimes. I don't know. Thank you.